This Jay Muse.
This is Eddie McClintock from Warehouse 13.
Hey, this is Brian Holler.
This is Brett Dahl.
Hey, this is Eddie Trunk, and you're listening to Beer Bros and BS.
Beers Bros BS.
Beer Bros and BS.
Beer Bros and BS.
You should be listening to Beer Bros and BS every day, every minute for the rest of your lives.
Snooch to the nooch.
Welcome to episode 45 of Beer Bros and BS. I'm Dave, the big librarian. Tonight I'm joined with
Dan.
Jose.
JJ the Mail Chef.
Tony.
And tonight, first time on the show, we have
Michael Scholl.
Welcome. All right, so as always, first time somebody comes on, we ask a few questions.
Hot seat.
Yeah.
All right.
These are pretty hard-hitting questions. If you feel uncomfortable answering them, just say, yeah, I feel uncomfortable.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Or leave.
Just say the first thing that comes into your mind.
Just drop the mic and just leave. We don't, Okay, so if you could be a superhero, what superhero would you be?
Batman. Come on, that's easy. That one's not hard. Batman had no superpowers, but yet he could kick everybody's butt. Ninja.
Congratulations, you're off the show.
No,
Okay, who would win? Let me ask you, who would win in a fight? Iron Man or Captain America? Straight up one-on-one, they're going at each other.
I'm going to go with Tony Stark once again, Iron Man.
Okay.
I agree.
Again,
There hasn't been one person that has said otherwise.
I've got faith in technology.
Okay. And what's your favorite style of beer?
Oh, now that's hard. See, I could probably break it down to a couple that I really like, but these days, sours.
Well, okay. So what if you were stuck on an island and you had proper refrigeration, you had food, but you could only, for some reason, the laws of physics only deemed it you allowed to have one beer with you?
Okay.
What beer would you bring?
Stone Ruination, I could drink all day, every day, into the day that I died.
Okay.
It's a good choice, man. I like it.
Yep.
And you actually brought the first beer of the night. So you want to tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, so...
Oh, actually, before we do that, I'm sorry. Hose,
Do a quick rundown of them.
tell us,
Okay.
tell our fan what beer we have for them tonight.
Our one
Okay, hang on to your seat, listeners. I'm going to name off the beers. Prairie Vos Francois,
That's close.
a farmhouse ale with Brett.
Jose, by the way, you sound like Stan Lee when you first was like, and here are the beers.
You want to give that one more shot?
No.
We're moving forward, not backwards.
All right.
Onward.
We're going to make
Right
this show
Brain Brewery,
pretty good.
Naughty Girl Scout, Naughty Girl Stout.
Okay, you got that?
That is riveting. I can't wait to hear more.
Civil Society, Blondes Make Me Happy,
Do they now?
What a suck up.
or Makes Me Hoppy.
But
Cigar City, The Dark Woods.
Ooh.
Odell Brewing, Fernet Aged Porter,
Okay.
and Funky Buddha, The Morning Wood.
Okay.
okay, so Mike, tell us a little bit more about the first beer you brought.
All right, so this is one of the Prairie Artisan series that I got from a buddy actually out of Texas. I'm trading typically my DFPFs and anything that I'm getting from Funky Buddha for any of that Texas stuff. So this last batch was some of the Prairie Artisan, some of the Yellow Rose. I like this one. Typically, I'm into sours these days. Pretty much burned out the palate on IPAs, so starting to do some of this other strange and sweeter stuff.
I dig it, man. It's pretty nice. Really refreshing.
It's crisp, it's light.
It helps that it's light to bring out that light Brett. It's not that bready, but since it's so light that...
Almost no tartness to it, all funk. Just a little bit of that strangeness to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, you can get
really
it,
funky.
Yeah, you can tell that it's there, but it's because it's like there's light malts. It's probably just
Kind of has that aroma of a champagne.
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it a lot, man. That is really, really nice.
Way clearer than anything that I'm brewing these days. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing with honey ends up looking like tar. I mean, nasty, thick, red, dark stuff, and this is nice, clear, light.
Yeah, this is
Almost like a lager, Czech Pilsner kind of look
yeah.
to it.
You know, you'd have to say that the beer is actually called Prairie Vue Francais.
Prairie Vue Francais.
Yeah.
Oh, as in, like, A play on like parlez-vous.
Yeah,
français.
parlez-vous français.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. If you hold up to light, very cloudy.
What's it called again?
Prairie Vu Francais.
Prairie français.
Francais. Oh, it's that weird C thing.
That's okay.
It's a different language, dude.
The hooked C. We'll forgive you for the French. I was intentionally bringing that to try and screw you up tonight.
Funny. Damn letters with tails on them.
You actually got the Fernet correct.
Oh, God. Enough of beating on Jose, man.
I know,
Let's
right?
move on.
The only thing we beat around here is
Oh,
Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta stroke 'em all.
He had to go for a thick joke there, huh, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. So as always, we play a round of Would You Rather. All these Would You Rathers come to us from the Would You Rather Reddit subreddit. So let me ask you guys: would you guys rather have the ability to make a save of your life at any moment in time, so that you can just pick a point, you can save it, and you can jump back to that point, your happiest time ever, whenever you want, whenever you please, or have the ability to experience any drug with absolutely no consequences or side effects?
Well, I mean, can't you kind of already do that?
With no side effects.
Well, then what's the point?
So
I mean, aren't the side effects half of the fun?
So let's say you get randomly drug tested at work.
Oh, I thought you meant like actually like a physiological side effect.
No. You'll experience the drug, but you won't.
Like,
So like,
get
let's say
busted.
You can't overdose. You can't
you
get.
can't overdose.
You don't get in legal trouble.
You start tripping, and you grab a gun. You want you're gonna start shooting Pokemon, and
Jesus.
you miss every person you hit, and no one sees you do it, so you get away with it.
So this is a trick question, because if you had a life save point, you could go experience absolutely any drug that you wanted to, OD, and then go right back to your save.
That's true.
So
You could do that.
That's a
There's my
very, very
loophole
good
for
thought.
that one.
I like that.
And also with the save point, you can practically live forever.
it's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, I
It
was
could be a
gonna say
nightmare, or it could be a blessing in
yeah,
disguise. You
dude,
could go
I
back.
enjoy that.
Like if you die, can you go and restore from your save point?
Before you die, you'd have to do it.
Yeah, but if you're getting too old, I guess you just go back to when you were younger
And
do
you can do it
something else.
repeatedly. You can just keep going back to
Yeah.
the same.
If that's like
part
the happiest point in your life, and you just want to keep living it over and over and
But
over
if you
again.
get run over, that's it. That's the end. But I mean,
I was going to say, if it's anything like my Xbox experience, that's going to get corrupted at some point, and then you're really screwed.
Another thing is, like, do you still know what you've learned since your save when you go back to your save?
Sure. But you can experience any drug. You could have other experiences that you'd never thought you'd have.
you can have drugs that there's never been before.
Yeah. You can take things that would normally kill somebody.
I don't know. I think I would do the save point because you could master skills and you pretty much can extend your life a lot.
Or maybe you do research with the drugs. You save lives. Instead of extend yours, you can save others.
You can,
Yeah, but you don't have a save point.
yeah, you can pick the drug. Boldly blow where no one has done blow before.
So
I'm pretty sure man has done blow everywhere.
Not in Miami. Everybody's got a cell phone these days. How are you supposed to get away with anything?
Who's gonna be the first person on Mars to do drugs?
Elon
Matt Damon.
Musk.
Probably.
So I know we
everywhere.
started kind of deep with the first question. Next one's a little easier. Would you rather find an onion ring in your fries or $5 on the ground? So this is a lot lighter. I should have started with this one.
now.
$5 on the ground, I can go ahead and buy my onion ring.
But that's not the joy. That's not the joy. The joy is having fries and holy shit, there's an onion ring. Oh my god,
That is
This
pretty nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's the little things in life.
That's always Burger King.
Yeah, right.
Well, because they're the only ones that have both.
Are they?
Yeah, Frings.
Yeah, they don't have onion rings at McDonald's.
Yeah, or
I
Wendy's.
thought they did. Oh well.
Dan's
Okay.
like, what?
No.
Since when? Which
In-N-Out only
which
has
one are
fries.
you going to?
Five Guys only has fries.
I don't know, man. I always thought that like they had it everywhere. But yeah, definitely the money, dude. Because I'm just going to buy both.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
that's not the joy of buying onion rings.
I don't know. I'd be more
joy
excited to
is-
find $5 on the floor. Be like, holy shit, $5.
You know what you can buy with $5?
You can have the $5
A medium onion ring.
Exactly.
Two
Not a
Whoppers
large.
exclusively at special locations.
Special occasions.
I hope this trial never ends.
And if you have Race's coupon, you could get.
For life.
Yes.
They give me $5 for breakfast.
That would be the safe point. When I found the $5, I could get onion rings and Whoppers every day.
That was the save point.
Nice.
Okay, so would you rather be able to walk through walls or walk up walls?
Walk through walls.
Through.
There's very little hesitation there. Now, why? There's a specific crime scenario that you've
Yeah.
already played out here.
Oh,
And now
yeah.
we just need the details of what it's actually you're thinking.
Yeah, it would just.
Oh, dude, like walk into like a bank vault or something.
No, but I would want to do it.
No, but you couldn't take anything with. I mean, you could walk through it. You'd face through it, but you'd try
Your
and
clothes
take out.
would stay behind.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, well, you didn't say that.
Oh, that would be a great first date, though. Fucking walk through the wall at the girl's house and be like, I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Ultimate escape. You need to get out of there. Peace.
Right?
Yeah, like do you kind of like phase through the wall like Kitty Pryde, or do you?
Yeah.
Or do you smash the wall like a juggernaut?
No, you face through like Kitty.
Okay.
Either way, she's getting that line.
Exactly. Or if the boyfriend comes home and you're like, oh shit.
But then your clothes are there though.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well,
Leave her a little
Hey,
souvenir.
look.
I wasn't wearing them anyway.
Hey, think about it. Every wall's now a glory hole.
Oh.
all the imagination, Jose.
They all
As
are.
Jose's wife walked right behind him as he said that.
I know, and Jose's shirt feels appropriate for it too. Like, just like open it up and boink.
I gotta say, the internet has ruined me because I can't look at that shirt and not see something else. Yeah, Goatsy. All right, good. I'm glad somebody else saw that.
Yeah.
Mr. Sequel.
It's sequel goats.
You know, you can now have an email address at goatsy.cx.
No.
You can actually buy an email address on that
Oh my
domain.
god, that's so hilarious.
Nice.
Okay, so let me ask you guys: would you rather step on gum every day when you leave your house, or have all your pants have a broken zipper?
I'll deal with a broken zipper because whatever.
So you're sitting here.
I'll just
zipper's
let
open.
feel the breeze, man. But like that's refreshing and nice. Like I don't care.
So you go to a job interview and your zipper is broken. Zipper's broken.
You'd start wearing
Better than
kilts.
stepping on gum. I'll take the little bit of dick breeze any day.
I'm with Dan.
Nothing to be ashamed of downstairs, so I will take the breezeway.
Yeah, breezeway.
Breezy for sheezy.
This is the guy that doesn't flush. He probably doesn't even zipper up either way. So.
No!
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Jose just
Whoa.
went in on Tony there. Damn.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I guess I'd go with the gum.
See, I'd say the gum.
Why?
You walk out and get to your car and just change your shoes. And every time I leave my house, those are the pair of shoes I'm going to change.
Oh.
Well, I just wouldn't wear pants. How about that, huh?
Yeah, I'm walking through walls, so I don't give a shit.
You could be a detective. A gumshoe.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Tony. Welcome back.
Okay, so would you rather have lifelong unlimited money, but you'd never be able to leave the city you currently live in? Or have lifelong private drivers and pilots fly you wherever you want, whenever you want, for free?
Jet flying, limousine riding.
Yeah, globetrotting for sure.
Because and then you're gonna come right back because you don't have the money to afford it.
Globetrotting. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
we're-
especially for us. Like, we could go up to Boston, get a beer, and, like, bring it back for the show. And
Even an infinite amount of money is not going to get you into a club here in Miami.
No, I don't know. An infinite amount, you just buy the club.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This is true.
And finally,
Pretty
the final one of the night.
Oh, here comes which appendage will be a cock?
Would you rather have live shrimps for nipples? Or crayons for teeth?
crayons for teeth.
Is it,
The reason
is it
being-
all different colors?
That's your pick. You can decide that.
Make a difference.
Can I have
Crayons
my
for
favorite
Are you
color?
going to be would it be white?
I would want them to all be gold.
Gold?
Or yellow green. Not green yellow though. What were you gonna say, Jose? Sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't have the shrimp for nipples. I own 2 cats. Can you imagine? Like, every
Well, as long as you wear T-shirts, you should be okay.
no, they're trying to gnaw off my nipples. Like,
I could at least explain the crayons for teeth. Shrimp nipples are just, there's no way I could come up with a story of how that happened to me. I was in a terrible shrimp-related accident, and...
live shrimp nipples. It's shrimp. Like, you take off your, you go have a date, like, whatever, and you take off your shirt, and then it's right there, like, hey, baby.
Imagine all you could do with that, though.
Right?
All the ways you could please.
I'm going to take the shrimp nipples.
Oh, yeah. That's just gross. That would gross me out.
I know, and plus
look at my nipples; they also glow in the dark.
But when you do get aroused, they do get enlarged.
And that's all right. I don't know. I think I go with something different.
Look,
everyone wants
they're jumbo shrimp.
No, look, it's a lobster now.
Lobsters are not giant shrimp.
I know, but they might as well be. Goddammit.
Okay, so we're on our second beer of the night.
Still crustaceans.
Which I happen to bring. It's the Naughty Girl Stout by Right Brain Brewery out of Traverse City, Michigan. Comes at 6.3%. They call it a mint stout, but it's just a regular stout. What do you guys think about it?
Does it have mint?
Yeah, that's actually...
You can smell it.
They got it's locally sourced from Traverse City.
Yeah.
Really strong taste on the mint.
Biodynamic mint.
Big in the nose. Not as sweet as I was expecting it to be to try and imitate a Girl Scout cookie, right? Really dry.
Yeah. This tastes like an Irish dry stout with mint.
Yeah.
It's not enough chocolate, in my opinion, to make it like that thin mint flavor. Mm-hmm. But it tastes
more
nice,
like
man.
the
I like it.
Like the chocolates with the mints inside,
like the Andes.
Yeah, the Andes.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
that. It's very heavy mint. It's like a thin wafer of chocolate.
I like it. I mean, it's good.
No, it is good. I mean, it's very hard to make these things not like overly minty, where it's like you're chewing a piece of gum.
Yeah, like York peppermint patty.
Yeah, I found it's very hard to use mint in a beer and have it turn out good.
I think they did a good job.
Yeah, this one, to me, you guys are saying there's a lot of mint, and for me, it's kind of hidden.
Well,
I don't
on the nose, it's big, but the taste, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't know. On the taste, I don't know. To me, it tastes like I said, like a dry Irish stout with mint.
Yeah, I could definitely taste mint in there, dude, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I'm still going to stand by that. I would want more chocolate out of this.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait a minute.
Same here, man.
Yeah. I think this might have something to do with it. Do any of you guys like mint chocolate chip ice cream?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my go-to, but I'll eat it.
Yeah, because that to me that's an ice cream that people are kind of 50-50 on, and I don't know. I think that's why these kind of beers kind of fall in that category too, because people just mint is such a.
Well, let me ask you this then, because the only time I would normally get an ice cream like that would be at a Chinese buffet or something.
I was just thinking that.
So if you go to a Chinese buffet,
Why?
What ice cream would you get? Because they have normally they have that whole little cooler there. With
How are you equating mint chocolate chip ice cream to a Chinese buffet?
Because they always have it.
They always have it.
They always do. It's they have.
I'm lost.
Really?
Yeah,
the little refrigerators.
Yeah, it's
this went way over my head.
Really? Cooler refrigerators, and they'll have
6 tubs.
Vanilla, chocolate, coffee, green tea,
pistachio,
mint chip.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Dan's I don't go to enough Chinese buffets.
I guess not.
Yeah, we go to actual restaurants.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean...
I'm with you on this one. I mean, this is a complete mystery to me.
So...
I know, I'll never think about having
flabbergasted.
Green tea ice cream?
Yeah,
green tea ice cream is awesome.
That's what I would expect, or a red bean ice cream, but...
Yeah. I haven't seen red bean.
Chocolate chip?
I would have orange, sherbet.
Okay.
And then some places, and then some places have a whole other thing of sherbet.
Yeah, because, you think duck and orange duck or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Whatever.
You guys need to go to POC.
I was just thinking of that place, too.
This is the bomb.
POC.
Dunk everything in chocolate. Abuse the chocolate fountain.
Didn't I try and get you to go there?
I think we went, didn't we?
Did we try to go there on Sunday? Did I mention it to you? I really wanted to go last Sunday.
This is like
Dude, it's
some
like a
Peruvian
awesome-
Asian fusion buffet.
It's like an awesome buffet that's like half sushi and then half like other stuff. Like
Yeah, it's so awesome.
they have,
in
like-
Coral Gables.
yeah, so it's like really good sushi, and then they've got like churrasco and picanha station.
Yeah.
And they've
Yeah.
got all kind of like
I think it's like $15, $20.
yeah,
So
Asian
it's like I'm
dishes.
tired of
Wow.
eating sushi. Churrascos.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh my god, I want to go there.
Sold. Is it open now?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Cleaning the bathroom in that place.
And then when you're done,
It's like what on
you can get
Lejeune?
mint chip ice cream.
It's on
I won't
Ponce or
because I don't like it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
on Ponce.
It's on Ponce.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that place is pretty good.
All right, interesting.
All right, I would have wanted more chocolate, thicker, sweeter. I like the mint.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good. But working our way over to some of the morning wood and that kind of stuff where it's really syrupy and sweet,
Yeah.
this one's going to seem light in comparison as we get to the end of this.
Oh, for sure. I agree with you, man.
So Tony, you just put you on the spot here.
In the hot spot.
The G spot.
The
Poke
T-spot?
spot.
Yeah, so it's nice to be back here, guys. The past couple episodes, 2 episodes ago, I missed because I was sick as hell, and then
Why were you sick?
because I got a cold, I guess.
Why did you have a cold? Did someone give it to you?
Gotta catch 'em all. STDs.
Yeah.
No, that didn't happen yet.
You want to say it? You want to throw it under the bus?
Probably my girlfriend.
No.
She gave it to me. But, it's fine. And then the last episode I missed because I was on vacation. Actually, the girlfriend and I took a Scandinavian vacation. We did a Baltic Sea cruise. Left from Copenhagen, Denmark.
Did you do like any like pillaging?
Well, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. We started
Who did you pillage?
all of the seafaring towns.
We drove hours into the countryside. They weren't expecting us.
Those Estonians didn't see it coming.
Now the real question is, did you go in a sauna?
No.
What?
He doesn't like the sweat.
Why?
He hates
Why?
hot.
Yeah, exactly. I could just walk outside my house. I live in Miami. I mean,
You should have gotten a schwitz.
I didn't. But it was a good time. First flew into Copenhagen, Denmark, which is a really cool city, not only for tourism, but also for beer, for craft beer. We went and...
What was the best thing you drank there?
Well, easily Cantillon's Blueberry Lambic,
Oh, no.
which was like a white whale for me. Cantillon only actually brews it for a particular bottle shop in Copenhagen.
No way.
Oh, really?
And one of the local bars had some, like this. The place is called Hemeriget, and they have an insane bottle list.
Did you try and bring any back?
No.
Did you think about it? Or they were like, no, we don't sell these bottles to go.
I did think about it, but they were pretty expensive.
No.
So it's just nice to have it there. There's also a bunch of Mikkeller bars in Copenhagen, so we went to several of those. Had a lot of good stuff. Actually, in one of them,
But how do you pronounce it, though?
Mikkeller.
So it is Mikkeller. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I always thought it was McKellar.
Yeah, I did too.
Mikkeller.
Yeah, I said McCullough too, but then again, I say everything wrong. So.
Oh. Womp, womp, womp.
I also used to think it was McKellar, but it's apparently Mikkeller.
Now they have a sister brewery that's in the States, right?
I know they have one in San Diego.
Okay.
I know there's a Mikkeller bar in San Francisco, and maybe others that I'm not aware of.
They should just make a beer called Ultra.
Mikkeller Ultra.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. And then make it like super high calorie content. Just to fuck with people.
Yeah.
640.
I think Brewdogs did that.
Yeah.
They tried to make like the highest caloric beer.
Oh, Jesus.
I know they didn't try to do like the highest ABV.
I know, yeah, they've done that a couple times, but I think they tried to make like the highest caloric.
True. That does sound like something they would do.
Yeah, what do they just like brew it with butter and shit and lard?
Oh.
Anywho,
Pure fudge. There we go.
One of the Mikkeller bars had some Funky Buddha on draft, which was pretty cool to see.
Wow.
Yeah, they had Last Snow and French Toast.
Damn. They made it all the way over there.
Yeah. It was pretty
Cool. Didn't you say one of the places had MIA?
Well, no. We went to War Pigs, which is it's like a brew pub and also like a barbecue restaurant, which is like it's a collab between Mikkeller and Three Floyds, and there, and like on the side of like one of the soda machines, I happened to notice like MIA Brewery had some stickers there that Piero had most likely put, when he had gone there on holiday.
You say on holiday
On
now?
holiday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus. You say on holiday now, too.
So how do you spell labor?
LABOUR?
Get your arse out of here.
Anyway, R.I.P. Piero.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so anyway, like Copenhagen is like a cool place to go hang out, drink. We went to Tivoli, which is one of the oldest theme parks in the world. It's been there since 1843, and it was what inspired Walt Disney to create Disney World. We went to like a bunch of castles and palaces.
All made of gold.
Well, actually, and then our cruise ship left from Copenhagen. We had a stop in Germany, where we went to Schwerin Castle.
Schloss.
Yes, which is in the north of Germany. They call it the Neuschwanstein of the North.
Bless you. Nothing can be as majestic as Neuschwanstein.
Exactly.
Was it, how accessible was it?
Oh, like very accessible.
I mean, Neuschwanstein, we had to, climb a fucking hill that was like a mile and a half or something?
Yeah, definitely no big hike to get to it.
Yeah, that was a mission.
Unless you're Asian, like the tour guide said. Then you just zip right along.
Yeah, right, they just...
I was like, I don't understand the reference.
Where else did we go? We went to Tallinn, Estonia, which is a really charming medieval town. And apparently, Tallinn is experiencing a craft beer boom as well. We had a couple of craft beers from there, from Saku Brewing. They were pretty decent hoppy beers. Then we went to St. Petersburg, Russia, which was kind of the highlight of the cruise. We got to visit all the czars' palaces, Peter the Great's palace and gardens, Catherine's palace with the famous Amber Room, and the Hermitage, which was also a czar's palace and is now a crazy museum. So that was really cool. We went to Helsinki, Finland, explored that town a little bit, and had some craft beer there as well, some Finnish craft beer. And then the last port was Stockholm. And in Stockholm, we went to the Vasa Museum. And the Vasa is a ship from the 1600s that sank on its maiden voyage into Stockholm Harbor. And they've now extracted it and made a museum of it. So you can see this ancient ship that's been really well preserved in the brackish waters of the Baltic Sea. And the one major disappointment from Stockholm was that I wanted to go to the restaurant Akkurat, which is one of the top beer bars in the world, apparently. And when we looked up the hours on Google, it was supposed to open at 11 o'clock. And when we went there, it was still closed for the summer. They weren't opening until 3, and our ship left at 3:30. So could not go there. Very upset about that. But, oh well.
So when you're in Sweden, is there just death metal playing everywhere you go?
Yeah, they're just playing Opeth randomly.
Just Opeth is playing in every venue.
Pretty much.
Everybody has long hair and beards.
It actually was pretty funny. We did see some dudes that looked like Mike Walkerfeld, just random.
Just random metal-looking dudes.
Yeah. Just long hair and mustaches and shorts.
Yeah, because he for those who don't know, the guy that we're talking about is frontman of a band Opeth from Stockholm. This dude, you'd hear him and you'd think, oh my god, he's some fucking demonic metal, monster. But then he's the dorkiest dude. And it's just really funny. I guess that's kind of like what you were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'd love to do something like that. That's a cool itinerary, man.
But you made up for it for the one beer bar not being open because you got more blueberry Cantillon.
That's right. In order to make up for it, went back to Himmerget and got the prior year. So I had a 2015 blueberry Cantillon and the 2014. So those are pretty much the beer highlights.
Did you bring?
I highly recommend blueberry lambic from Cantillon if you guys.
Did you bring any bottles back?
I did not.
I highly recommend anything from Cantillon, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the last place we went was Oslo, Norway. That wasn't part of the cruise, but we just flew there from Copenhagen. And in Oslo, we got to go to the National Gallery and see Edvard Munch's The Scream, a very famous painting. And we got to go to some museums there. We saw the Viking Ship Museum, where they've got Viking ships from the 10th century. We've got
That's for all Monomath.
of
Well,
man.
Well, I'm not there yet. I'm still on season 2 of Vikings.
And we went to the Fram Museum, where they have the Fram, which
You don't say.
That's incredible.
Wait, is this the oil filter Fram?
Yeah, it's like a whole museum of it. No, it's actually the ship that was used to make like some of the first polar exploration expeditions, and like trying to find the Northwest Passage. Was on the ship, and you're allowed to actually go on the ship and walk through it.
We don't like to talk about Arctic exploration ships anymore. Since they decided not to name
Bodie McBoatfish.
yeah, since it didn't win. It won, but it didn't.
Wait, they vetoed it?
Yeah, they had final say on it.
Oh no, and
they
they're not going to
backed
go
out
with
of that.
They're not going to go with that.
No.
But it was like overwhelmingly
Yeah.
suggested.
Stupid. So what
And they also decided not to go with beer bros and BS. So welcome.
Those bastards.
So what did they finally call it?
I don't remember. I just found out it was like it
Who
wasn't Bodie
cares? Who
McBoatface
cares what they called it? They didn't call it Bodie McBoatface.
or beer bros and BS. I mean, those are the two best options I heard.
Yeah.
Either one would have been great.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been the consolation prize. Okay, fine. You can have Bodie McBoatface. You can have Beer Bros BS. Face.
That would be so awesome. If it was like some clerical mistake. It's like, so it's going to be this one. And they bring it up like, Beer Bros and BS? What the fuck is this?
Okay. Yes, that'd be so tremendous. All right.
Well, listen, if anyone listening wants to name their boat Beer Bros and BS, by all means, you have our blessing to do so.
And then you can invite us aboard. We'll bring you some beer.
We even christen it with, I don't know.
We'll take like an old crappy beer and break over the stern.
Why would we take a crappy beer?
Yeah, why don't we just
Well,
make
because
like
we're
a
gonna
good
break
beer?
that one and smash that one.
They're naming their boat after us.
Exactly.
Okay.
We could do a good bottle.
All right.
Here, look, I got one right here we can do.
Yeah, Hanapu.
Yeah,
There we go.
Hanapu. Yeah. That
works.
says yes.
Sure, whatever. For that,
Sounds like-
yeah, I would. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have several of them. It's okay.
How many tiers? Would there
Oh,
be? How many tiers would there be if we just smashed like a Hanapu like that just to christen a boat?
Oof. There would be two.
I wouldn't care because they'd be naming it after us.
I know. I wouldn't
And we
care.
got the party on
I
the
wouldn't
boat.
care, but other people would be like, no,
Yeah.
We'll become.
which is half the joy of it, like collecting your tiers.
Yeah.
It's for the
Their
greater
tears
good.
would taste better than the Hunapu would.
So now that I'm back, there was one thing I wanted to bring up from a couple episodes ago, and that was where we said that Galaxy hops were from New Zealand, but they're actually from Australia.
I thought we already corrected that.
So
one.
same shit.
Yeah, I thought we mentioned that.
On air?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one right before you left.
So they're both from the Oceania region.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
You could
but
say
one of them is from New Zealand. Like, there's a certain hop from New Zealand. Nelson Sauvin is from New Zealand, and Galaxy is from Australia. I got them mixed up.
Yeah, close enough. I don't think anybody from there is gonna be like, "Fuck you guys, you're wrong."
You fucking
If you think
Americans. Always confusing New Zealand with Australia.
If you think
Fuck
otherwise, tweet us at Beer Bros BS.
Exactly.
And send us a big bag of Galaxy hops.
Please.
All right, so the
Can't
beer
you tell the
misadventures
difference
sounded
between
good.
sheep and kangaroo?
I want to hear about what kind of strange food you had, if anything, while you were on this trip. Pierogies, Any fermented shark? Any of the strange stuff out of Norway?
Actually, no.
He's had fermented shark though.
Yeah.
On a previous episode.
Yeah, because I have been to Iceland.
No way.
Yeah, and I did try the fermented shark. It basically smells and tastes like stinky cheese.
Yeah.
But I actually kind of dug it.
Fuck you.
Because you like stinky cheese.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, it's anything that is remotely cheesy is all about is this guy.
I'm not gonna say no. Really
From under?
either.
Yeah.
From under cheese.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite.
Yeah, you wouldn't say no to that, JJ?
Or wait, cottage cheese.
Nope.
Oh.
Open your eyes and say that.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
No, I like all cheese.
We did eat at an Australian restaurant in Copenhagen and had kangaroo. It was pretty interesting.
Nice.
But you can buy kangaroo jerky at stores here in Florida.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've seen
It's
it
not
at
the
Naples.
most exotic thing.
I've seen it in Naples at a steakhouse.
Didn't we eat
Like,
kangaroo
you got kangaroos.
tacos?
We did.
We did, didn't we? Yes.
Was that one of the good ones or bad ones?
It was okay.
It was just
it
whatever.
was just in the middle.
The
It
beaver was the best one.
Yeah. Bear was the worst.
Bear was the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, bear was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Oily, musky, gross.
Dude, bear meat was like eating dirt.
It was like steak
Like
that had been
super
marinated in
It,
dirt.
it had like that earthy, like dirty, grassy, kind of like,
Okay.
you know.
So you're talking to a Wisconsin boy that ate plenty of deer and
Yeah.
elk, and I'm wondering
No,
what,
dude, that's
what the
delicious.
hell that tastes like.
Like
Not
that,
like
but like
Dirt.
dense, really, really dense, thick meat that's just
Yeah.
earthy flavored. And I don't know, it was not very
Drop your
good.
steak on the ground and then eat it.
It was not very
And
good.
picked it up and didn't blow any of the dirt off. You're just like, oh, let's just more flavor right there.
It's all good.
Yeah, it was not
More
very
flavored
flavored.
off and then take a bite.
So, in St. Petersburg, I had borscht for the first time.
Okay, I was going to say,
Yeah, it was
we
actually-
used to call it barfch growing up because we neither one of us could stand to eat it. It's this really beet soup, right?
Yeah, it actually wasn't bad.
Beet soup.
Every Christmas,
Yeah.
we would eat barfch. And we would have pierogies and the rest of it with it, and you couldn't get away from it. It was one of those family traditions.
That already sounds bad. It sounds like you're saying barf and then
No, I'm messing with it because it's usually borscht, but it's gross. It's not something that I would recommend, even coming from a background.
But give me pierogies all fucking
Yeah,
day.
pierogies are awesome.
Yeah.
Pierogies are the bomb.
And what else? Had beef stroganoff in St. Petersburg.
Ooh, that's rare.
Well, but it's different than how it is here.
Oh.
Like, it's kind of just like beef and gravy. Like, there's no noodles.
Oh, okay.
And we're like, where's the noodle?
Ain't nothing wrong with extra beef.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Hey-o.
I don't want no noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the food we ate was on the ship. So, just had like cruise food.
All right, so that brings us to our third beer of the night.
Right. Third beer of the night is Blondes Make Me Hoppy from Civil Society. One of our friends was nice enough to grab us a can. It's pale ale, blonde ale with mosaic at 4.9.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. Hey, I have some more.
Did you just
If
chug
you want.
that?
It's from Jupiter, Florida.
I think Antonio
I need some. I haven't gotten any.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is straight up Treasure Coast. Did you drive to go pick this up?
No, one of our friends
Okay.
got it for us.
I've seen the Civil Society T-shirts and some of the beers around, but I've never
I
actually
did
tried
go
this
up.
one.
My wife did go up there to get the juice last time.
Oh, which, fair warning to all the listeners that have Pulp or Fresh in their fridge, you better start drinking that shit right now.
And pulp. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I drank mine right away.
Everybody's talking about that.
What happened?
It tastes like cardboard now. That it did. Because,
Well, hello, it's an IPA. It's not
It's an
supposed
IPA.
to.
You're supposed to drink it then, but it really, because some IPAs like,
they use that the hop bursting technique or whatever that Alex was talking about
Yeah.
last episode, and like it's great, but it doesn't last. Like it really kills the shelf life, so you really
Okay.
have to drink
yeah,
it.
within a month.
Yeah.
So
After
more
that,
or less,
it's over.
your cans become a growler. So that's why we're having it now.
Fair enough.
This was canned, I believe, last week or 2 weeks ago.
And it is delicious, I have to say.
Yes. I love Mosaic.
Yeah, fucking Mosaic, man. It's been covered on this show. Me likey. But yeah, still like really refreshing. You get, the lighter side of it. I would say of all the mosaics, I would say this is like my favorite summertime one because I'm sure that's what they were going for. Right.
What's
now.
the ABV of this?
4.9. So it's a light.
I would say that's higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a very light.
It doesn't taste that strong either.
Yeah,
It's a very light
very
ale.
sessionable.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's
very
really
It's
good.
very sessionable. It's very clear. They probably just like have a low gravity on it, like very low malt build
Mm-hmm.
to like accentuate how much hops there is.
Mhm.
I've noticed that more people are doing that. Like, for instance, Green Monster was kind of like that also, and like all the northeastern beers are like that too. So, Civil Society does more or less that style, or it's the northeastern style also, where they have like very light beers, but like their hops is what they try to showcase.
All right, so anybody want to go next?
Yeah, I'll pick it up. I just had a quick story that I thought was kind of funny that I wanted to share with you guys.
Please.
Yeah, right? So apparently, about 20 years ago, it was, 1996, Charlie Sheen went over to an Anaheim Angels baseball game with a couple of buddies. He wound up buying 2,615 seats because he wanted to have the outfield all to himself and his three friends because he was damned if he wasn't going to catch a home run ball that game. So he spent, almost 10 grand on like over 2,500 seats. Not a single home run was hit that game. So,
And he comes out being a dick also.
yeah,
Because what about the other fans that wanted to go to the game?
he spent money on it. I don't
No
care.
one goes to baseball games.
Honestly,
And I like baseball.
Yeah, for him
That,
to say
well,
that
not
was-
here.
not in general. You could go to a game anywhere for like $5,
Yeah.
unless it's the playoffs.
No, yeah, that's
Playoffs.
true. Because even in Chicago, you can there are deals you can get pretty cheap.
Get into
Socks
Wrigley's
and-
Field.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
you have
The
shit
US
seats,
Cellular
but
Field. you can get there are deals.
But I mean, it's just like the fact that I'm so gung ho on this, man. We're gonna make it happen. Let's go, guys. I'll drop some money. We'll get half the stadium to ourselves, and womp, not a fucking single home run hit. It kind of just goes to show what would happen to him, a few years later. Because that was still when he was kind of like, famous and not
Peaking.
infamous. So, I don't know. It's kind of like a sign of things to come. I thought it was funny. Whatever.
So did he, go to another game to try to catch a home run ball, or?
He has not been back since.
I don't think he's been back. I think it's soured him on the sport completely.
I think he just cut his losses. Like
I think
he doesn't have a save point. That's the problem.
Yeah. I don't think he's done anything major league since then. Since
Since the movie.
Yeah.
Nice
Wow,
one,
thing.
Dan. Nice one, Dan.
There were no hot shots out to the outfield.
He needed to wear glasses. Or else he would have saw it.
Hose, what you got?
So for this week, what I got is I don't know if you heard. Oh well, actually, bullshit. You probably have heard Pokemon Go.
Oh, I thought it was pronounced Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go.
Candygram for Mongo?
Man.
So there's a few ridiculous news stories that have been going around because of the Pokemon Go app. Just gonna list a few of them.
Maybe you should explain what Pokemon Go is.
No,
Do we really
Someone
have to
might not
explain
know.
No.
No.
That's all right.
Didn't we touch on Pokemon Go last time a little bit?
no, I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I wasn't here. I just
I just felt like saying that.
All right, we'll break it down for people who don't know what it is, I suppose. Niantic Labs, cultural phenomena, emergence of Pokemon as a augmented reality
Right.
application on your phone.
Catch little creatures. There
Right,
you go.
get people
All right.
outside gaming outside of their houses.
the idea
To
is
catch
to
pocket monsters.
yeah, but I guess the whole idea is get kids outside running around again.
And they actually succeeded.
Yeah.
Like we can probably go outside right now, and there's a few kids running around. Like in the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
it's true because when I leave the gym at night, it closes at midnight. And there will be people walking around 12:15, 12:30,
Well,
walking down the street.
you're at a Poke Gym.
No. There's the gym
No.
that's near there. The Poke Gym is actually the movie theater.
Is it really?
Poke Gym at this town at Miami Springs is actually the gym, like the recreational center gym.
Oh, that's funny.
You figured that they would do that. Be like, here, this is where it's at. It's at an actual
I know, like
gym.
a lot of schools and things where kids are gyms.
All right, but here's the fallout of this. You're going to see businesses that now have specifically printed rules and signs that say, no purchase, no Pokestop.
Yep.
Right? And you're going to get people who are...
Pokemon are only for paying customers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
I saw that last week when it first started. I showed you pictures of that day.
Yes, actually, I figured out that the bar over here actually got somehow their business posted up twice because they got the east end of it, and then they have another address for the west end. So they have two of them right next door, and they lure it just to have like customers like. Just
Oh yeah, all the bars are doing it. They're dropping all the lures there.
And so are the ne'er-do-wells. So from a criminal perspective, my favorite news in the story in the news right now is people who are dropping lures in shady alleys.
No, right. Actually, to your point, that's one of them. Missouri armed robbers lure victims to Pokestops.
It was only a matter of time, right?
A group of 4 men surrounded a secluded Pokestop in Missouri and added a bunch of lures to it so that it would attract a handful of players in the dead of night, and they would, when unsuspecting victims didn't realize, they would be ambushed by these men and robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah, there was a guy who
Can't even
went
play
to my
video games anymore. Shit.
who goes to my barber, that when he went in with his son, he went with his son to go catch him at Gould's Park.
Mm-hmm.
Got shot at. He has 2 bullet holes in his car.
All right, so truisms of technology. The first use of technology is always going to be pornography or criminal intent or some sort of criminal activity. And so this is the perfect combination of all of the above. You get to start to see interesting videos online based around this particular fetish, and then you get to see all sorts of criminal activity that are popping up around the app.
Well, coming almost to probably our next segment, like probably segue into it. A man from Florida was awakened in his home following a large noise. He grabbed his handgun and went outside. He found a couple of teenagers outside, and he told them he pointed a gun at them, and he's like, "Stop right there, don't move." They actually got back in the car, and he proceeded to shoot at the car as they just like fled away. Because they were trying to catch Pokemon in his front yard.
So, Pokemon and trespassing, the next major trend that we're going to start to see. When does public and private property start and end, and how much access are you willing to grant to somebody that may not be spending any money, but is drawing attention to your business?
Right. Is the sidewalk public property technically?
Sidewalk is government.
Yeah.
Government, and
that's
so it's a driveway?
Yeah. Well, I
now,
mean,
private
unless you're in a
drive,
ga-
now
like-
you're starting to get into gray territory.
Right.
Yeah, like it depends on the thing too, because like I'm in a gated community, so they can't even get past the guard gate. If they
Unless
pass
you already
that-
live in there.
Yeah, unless you already live there.
Listen,
So,
you don't know how Pokemon fanatics are.
a guarded gate. Yeah, there's no way to get into my backyard, so it's all right. So.
Okay.
We'll see about that.
But
Put a lure
And the
over
most hilarious one was a woman from New Jersey was reported playing Pokemon Go in a cemetery and somehow ended up stuck in a tree. Unable to get back down.
No, I can imagine stumbling into and
She
falling
had-
into a grave, but stuck in a tree?
Stuck in a tree. She had to phone 911 to come and rescue her.
I'm in a tree. Where are
hey,
you?
who came up with this plot?
Probably the same people that came up with Strokeamon.
I'm slow. I finally caught on to that one. Sorry, it took me a
I saw
second.
it when it finally hit.
The wheels are turning. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Welcome to your first show.
You've made a grave mistake.
And I got Castlevania
When she
stuck
called-
in my head.
Yeah.
She
And more
called.
of
They
a
didn't pick
personal-
up. She got dead silence.
No.
And
Alter
more-
Beast, rise from your grave. Catch Pokemon.
And more of a local story that I heard from a coworker. His nephew was going out Pokemoning, and he actually
Is that what you call it? Pokemoning or Pokemon going?
I'm going Pokemoning.
going Pokemoning.
I'm going to go get Pokemon.
And he actually tripped over and ended up getting like 40 stitches on his legs, like on his kneecaps right here, and like on his legs.
Did he fall down a flight of stairs
I believe he did, yeah.
and then got ran over?
No, but it looked like he got chewed off by a Rottweiler, like his leg. Like
Nice. As
From
I've
the-
mentioned,
Something
but
more
because-
embarrassing.
Be
and
aware
Because here's
of
the thing.
surroundings.
Pokemon Go.
I would use that as an excuse for so many other things. Like I was trying to take a picture with my friend last night after we left the gym, and we knew that for some reason the green lights were not, working for us. We're not giving us enough light to take the picture, but red lights were. So we realized that we just stop at a light and wait for it to change color. This is like 12:30, 12:45 at night, and he's like, "What do you think if a cop comes and sees us just sitting here at this green light?" Just tell him, just make up some shit. Just say we're looking for a Pokemon officer, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here."
yeah,
Well,
I mean, that's gonna be the
new
next thing.
excuse for everything.
Yeah.
I was just
it's
hunting
gotten
a
so
Pokemon.
bad that at the highway they had to put up signs saying
yeah,
Pokemon Go is a no-go.
yeah. When I went to go pick you up from the airport in Fort Lauderdale, there was two of the, how they usually for like, oh, there's an accident or how many minutes it's gonna take you. It was like, remember, Pokemon Go while you're driving.
Yeah, drive now, catch Pokemon later
Yeah,
is the one that I saw.
But you can't
Yeah,
catch them while you're driving.
Yeah, that too.
Now, they do GPS detection in order to limit your ability to, if you're in a car, basically
Yeah.
drive around. They want you to stay at a certain speed. But this is also causing traffic problems because you got people cruising around at 10 miles an hour trying to catch Pokemon and causing traffic issues.
I've had that.
And Miami's, bad as it is, right? You compound this with Pokemon catchers.
I've had that problem at my workplace out there in Homestead, in the Redlands.
No, it's the Redlands. Redlands is in Southern California.
Oh, Redland.
I got corrected the other day, so just to make sure you know.
Oh, okay.
I think
But it doesn't matter. I say everything wrong anyways. But no, in Redland, like I saw that they Pokemon lured the front of my the mural, because the mural in front of the company, it's I work at Costa Farms, so the mural right in front is a Pokestop, and somebody lured it. A whole bunch of cars just started coming up onto the grass, like just stop, do whatever the mural thing is, and then just like keep on going in their car. So people are just like driving up to the Pokestops.
Well, that defeats the purpose of the lure. You have to stay there to catch them when they come to it.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, they would
Lure's
go
only
up
there
there
for 30 minutes, though.
Yeah. No, what's funny is actually sitting at my desk in my job, I have a stop that I can get, which is from the lobby of my building. And so I have a couple guys that I work with that are also playing it. I don't do it anywhere else but there because I sit there eating shit and I get bored. So we'll take turns putting a lure on, and literally the whole day just keep every 5 minutes spinning the little stop thing to get, essentially unlimited balls. And pick up, Pidgeys and Magikarps and Rattatas all
balls
day.
and dust.
And Shokimon.
Yeah. Nerds. And it's all the same crap that comes up, though. It's always
Revive.
Zubats and Rattata, whatever the fuck's.
Nerds! And
Rattatas.
Pidgeys.
And
Goddamn
Pidgeys.
Pidgeys.
So many Pidgeys.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
To go back to my previous statements of, man, I am so glad I am a console gamer or a PC gamer opposed to this.
But why do you have to be only one?
Yeah, why can't
No,
you be a casual
I said-
gamer?
I don't like mobile gaming, but I'm happy that everyone's as happy I'm not going to rain on the parade. But
I mean,
I'd rather play a real video game opposed to this broken
sure,
shit
so
that
would
they
I,
got
and I
up.
do that too. But when I'm not at my house,
Oh, while you're at work?
when I'm at work, I'll do it. Yeah. But not everybody could fucking have
Work
the
at home and play
Xbox
Xbox.
controller in their hand all
Although
day.
my Pokestop is too far away from my desk, so I actually...
Dude, I literally just sit there.
Yeah, I
and
can do it from my desk, too. I have one at my job.
every 5 minutes.
Dude, just take your Xbox to work.
Dude, yeah, I don't know if that'll work.
All right, back to earlier in the night. Would you rather be hooked on heroin or play a Pokemon Go game?
I'd
Trick
play
question.
Pokemon
It's
Go.
the same thing.
No, because heroin, you lose your teeth.
Well, you can lose your teeth with Pokemon Go if you accidentally trip and
fall on your
forward.
face.
I play and
What if you have crayon teeth?
I got them all.
Oh.
I don't have to catch them all. I still have my teeth.
He's got crayon teeth.
All right, so just coming back from the Seminole Casino this afternoon, it occurred to me that Pokemon Go is the same limited reward system where they're only giving you feedback when you get that rare capture or you're going after that one thing that you have and you've got a whole Pokédex that's got everything but you're missing that last two, and it drives you so frigging nuts that the addiction and the same chemical mechanisms in your brain are like taking heroin. So, for the comparison point,
Uh-oh.
Pokemon or heroin? Still going with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is your brain.
Because
This is your
eventually,
brain on
because
Pokemon Go.
I heard
Any
they were
questions?
they're gonna switch it up, and they were gonna add a feature where you could battle or challenge other people.
Okay.
And you're going to
So-
be able to trade.
So
Yeah.
they don't have that now.
No,
No.
not yet.
No.
Wait,
You
but you
can-
battle at gyms only.
Yeah, you can only battle at
Yeah.
gyms right now.
They're
Okay.
going to have it where you can trade and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you can rain on other people.
So like you make like friends, like a friends list on the game, and okay.
And,
Makes sense.
and so they'll probably wait for the craze to die down, and just when it gets little,
when they
Introduce
see
a new
that the
feature.
user
new
log on
feature that's like, holy shit, they brought us back in. Where's the vein? I'm gonna tie it up right now.
Dude, I mean, you saw what it did to Nintendo stock, though. It was like
it went up
record-breaking.
$9 billion.
Now,
It was-
what's
it was
amazing
Record-breaking growth.
is
yeah.
that
They
for
got the
10
mini
years,
Nintendo coming.
they
Yeah.
they pushed away and said, we're not going to do mobile gaming. We don't see it as a profit stream.
Yeah.
And then, boom, overnight, like you said, multi-billion-dollar industry. Niantic Labs did research on geo-IP information and where things were located for years. And Ingress, you guys know Ingress?
Yeah, that's where they got the idea
This
from.
is the precursor for Pokemon Go. All the data mining that they
Yeah,
did
it's the
came
same-
out of Ingress. They spent millions of dollars developing Ingress, and in 1 month, Pokemon Go has made more money than their 6 years.
You know Ingress is coming after their ass.
No,
They're like, we want money.
Niantic Labs developed
same
Ingress.
guys.
Oh, it's
but
the
they-
same people? Oh,
their
shit.
product, their
The
game
stops are in the
failed.
same place and everything, I think. Yeah.
But again, Pokemon being such a easy to accept cultural phenomena, everybody's already familiar with it. Much easier for people to get into capturing Pokemon than trying to hack portals, which is what Ingress is. It's the same idea where you go to a specific location and you get together with a bunch of people and you try and capture a point. It's like capture the flag, right?
Yeah.
But same reward mechanism, right? Triggering the same pleasure centers in your brain. Drugs or Pokemon.
Yeah, well.
Well, that brings us to our fourth beer of the night.
Morty. Focus on science.
And that's right. Oh, no, Rick. We got to catch them all.
Oh, I know that's
So who
coming.
brought this beer?
Yeah, that's me. So it's the Cigar City Brewing. Friend of the show, as always. The Dark Woods. As featured on...
I think I saw a porno called that.
Stranger Things. No.
You want me to look it up?
No, so the Dark Woods, so this is the 2015 version, which I don't think there's a 2016 one yet anyway. But, any case, this is, comes in at 11%. This is, their Dark Old Ale, brewed with molasses and aged on wood.
What?
Wood. So,
Cut it out.
yeah, so, what do you guys think?
It smells like a foot.
To me,
Oh, shit.
But I really like it. It tastes good. It's got this
It's a
really nice
delicious
caramel.
no, to me, it has that it's you're smelling of whiskey.
Yeah.
It's just straight up liquor.
Yeah, that's what I get.
The nose.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, I don't get
What
that.
kind of
I don't
feet
get
are you
funky, though.
sniffing, Mike?
Sorry, why is it?
No. What kind of feet are you sniffing? I'm asking you why.
I was going to say, that's a personal question.
Yeah.
We'll answer that later.
I just get a whiff of caramel, you know?
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
That-
to me,
it's that
I guess
burnt
it's a
sugar
rock
kind of
glasses,
Candy,
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
nice sweetness.
Yeah.
like Tootsie Roll, kind of like.
Yeah, a little bit of that too.
yeah, I get that, like, a little bit of plum.
Yeah, it's good
I
stuff.
don't know whose foot you've been smelling, but that must be damn good smelling feet.
Yeah, my feet fucking stink, so.
I'm not going to put my wife out there, but just
She likes to dip her feet in molasses and what's that?
And
if
whiskey.
only.
Oh man. Yeah, it's good stuff, dude. So, tell me more about it. What's the?
So wait, how long have you been sitting on the bottle?
Oh, I got this,
That's at least 6 months on top
yeah,
of the
I was-
original release date, right? Because
Yeah.
it's 2015, so...
yeah, I want to say it came out in October, and I got it, like, around Halloween.
Okay.
So,
you should be careful sitting on bottles, man, if it breaks.
yeah, well, wood.
Yeah, I think I remember when
Oh.
this was fresh, you could definitely taste the wood a lot more,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's kind of just it's mellowed out, and you're getting more like the sweetness.
Caramel,
I like
toffee.
this. I like it. I think I like it more now than,
Yeah, I agree, because I had this on tap when it first came out.
and it was
Eh.
really woody.
Yeah, and I don't know, to me, this is a little bit more well-balanced. But super high rated, 87% online. I believe, you guys, Mike and Tony, you were saying it was came from a collab that they were doing.
Yes, with Swamphead from Gainesville.
Yeah. There
that makes sense why they're
Yeah, because they also released like this beer non-wood aged, and it was called Slow as Molasses.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so next topic. You got something want to talk about?
Ooh, I didn't bring anything with me.
Anything you want to say? Get off your chest.
What have you heard about recently?
Everything that I've been doing recently is all...
I wanted to ask you, because we haven't covered this yet. What do you think about the car?
Oh, the Tesla?
The Tesla?
Oh, there's a lot of fun things because this is in the news right now as well.
Right,
especially
because
with
you own a Tesla.
the autopilot system and the whole bunch of controversy. I don't know if this is borderline corporate promotion, but I'll take any kind of kickbacks that they want to send my way.
Or to us at Beer Bros and BS. BeerBrosBS.com.
Send us some free Teslas.
Yeah, free Teslas, please.
I love the
We'll
band
review
Tesla
them on
as
the
well.
show. Don't worry.
It's like driving a laptop. Everything that you like about being able to tweak and modify and upgrade and update and things get better over time. You patch for this, that issue is now resolved. You want better acceleration, uphill braking. They just patch it and add a feature. Now your car is connected to a cellular connection, so it means that all the time it's receiving telemetry and communication from Tesla. So they know exactly what's going on with the car when it gets in an accident. There's none of this BS around, oh, I was using autopilot, but it malfunctioned and I ran into a car. It's like a black box. They know exactly what's been happening.
Oh, wow.
So it's really interesting. I did get one of the versions that's pre-autopilot. I have driven some of the autopilot version cars. They're fun and terrifying. It's something that you've been conditioned your entire life. Focus on the wheel, focus on the road, don't let go, don't relinquish control. But here we are all relying on smartphones for a secondary memory source. Why not rely on an autopilot system to drive you to and from work?
Dude, I cannot wait to have a self-driving car.
So they're at class 2. There's I want to say 4 classifications of autopilot systems that are out there for these self-driving cars. Your Google cars are the class 3. Self-driving, you punch in your location, you sit back and you don't do anything. Teslas currently are at class 2, which means it's pretty much highway driving. Once you get on the highway, you hit autopilot and you sit back and you don't read your newspaper. You wouldn't ever think about doing that. But driving back and forth, it's really convenient to be able to kind of relax for a couple minutes, get in a passing lane, and let the car take over and do some of the work. South Florida, I would not recommend it. People just do squirrely stuff here and there, and it's...
Yeah, there's no computer that can compute for
Stupidity.
That's a class 4. We're not there yet.
What do they say? That you build a better system, well, I'll build a better idiot. And it's the continual arms race between trying to invent your way out of a situation. Now, again, if people had access to it their entire lives, it would become so second nature. Like I said, all these external memory devices are something that we all now rely upon for news from Reddit, for what ifs, for the latest things that are happening over on the other side of the earth. But coming back to the car, the vision of the company set forth 10 years ago and then reiterated today was, we're starting with these luxury sports cars, but the end goal is to build a mass production economy car, and the Model 3 is on its way. Finally got the reservation for the Model 3, which should be coming out this next year.
And that's the one that's, 35, 36?
That starts at 35. It is called the BMW, the Mercedes killer, whatever you want to call it. But they're essentially taking it to Detroit and saying a California car company can take out anybody. And it's not about automotive horsepower, displacement, ratios.
Didn't they release all their patents or?
Most of their systems are open patents. So if BMW wanted to build a charger that was compatible with a Tesla charge port, they could.
But they're not going to do it.
Wow.
I would be surprised. There's a couple competing technologies. There's DC fast charge, there's CHAdeMO, and then there's Tesla. These other formats are standard in Europe, but they're not standards here in the United States. You'll find them at Nissan dealerships, but you're not going to find them between major cities, which is where Tesla is a little bit ahead of the competition in the sense that they've got charging installations between every location. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to drive from Miami to Los Angeles, you could, and pay $0 and charge the whole way there. It would take you about a week. The cross-country electric car tours have shown that this is possible, and that it's not just possible, it's pretty practical. Now, the impractical part is being able to buy the car. And the 60% of the cost, 70% of the cost is the battery technology.
Yeah.
Right? And that's really the hang up right now. How much would you pay? By the way, I'm gonna put this on air right now that I came up with this for a Pokemon specific phone with a huge battery. I mean, anybody think that this is not a bad idea, or an expansion case that is specifically built for Pokemon Go to last people for 10 hours?
Or a Pokemon backpack that's a phone battery.
Right. Some accessory that caters to that specific market, but the idea being is that battery technology is the thing that's farthest behind in all this kind of stuff. In fact, most of the first cars, taxis that were all developed in the UK, were all electric vehicles in the early or late 1800s, early 1900s, and then catalytic converter was invented, and gasoline became able to be something that was cheap produced and be able to burn, and it got you much further than an electric battery. So people switched from these electric systems over to gasoline and internal combustion, driving on a big old fuel bomb, and now we're starting to get back over to this trend. So, in my opinion, technology goes through these interesting sine waves, right? You have adoption, and then it goes through another adoption, and you've got another technology that supplants it and takes its place. We're really at the beginning. Autopilot is not going anywhere. I imagine that you're going to see the National Transportation and Highway Safety people start to approve this for widespread use, simply because the fleet that's out there right now is recording data and metrics all over the road. So they're going to have data that no other organization, BMW or Mercedes, would be able to even compete with. I mean, the only other people that I would say is start to compete at that kind of data level are Google. All right, so I think that the two major car companies that autonomous car companies that you're going to see are Tesla/Apple. I would love to see a partnership with those guys. It wouldn't surprise me to see that kind of partnership. And then Google, Microsoft, possibly another partnership there.
Yeah, Microsoft and Ford, I know we're talking a lot about that.
Well, to get back on it, because Microsoft already was on the Fords. They had my car, the
Sync?
Focus had Sync.
It has Sync, yeah, that's right.
And they are the only other car company in the United States that did not become insolvent during the crisis. So, I mean, they're the best bet, I think, for the future of automated cars.
Damn, that's pretty fucking
brownies.
exciting.
Brownies.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Perfect time.
Right
for
on cue.
dark beers.
And we're on our
Thanks,
fifth beer of
Sonia.
the night.
That is awesome.
Oh, we've received
The
brownies.
the Brownie Podcasts.
Who brought the fifth beer?
Me. Yeah. So this one is the Fernet aged porter from Odell Brewing.
The what aged?
Fernet.
What's that?
I'm glad you asked because I have done my Wikipedia research.
That's how they say ferret in French.
That's never wrong.
So Fernet is an Italian type of bitter, a spirit, and it is made from a number of herbs and spices, which vary according to the brand, but usually include myrrh, rhubarb, chamomile, cardamom, aloe, and especially saffron.
Ooh,
Interesting.
nice.
Interesting.
I haven't tried it yet, but it smells boozy as hell up front.
Yeah, the nose is so spicy, man. Like, I love it. It smells amazing.
What's the ABV on this again? Dan, tell us more about Tony's beer.
It tastes herby.
Yeah, this is a lot different than pretty much any porter I've had.
I don't know. It doesn't say
we'll
the
get back to
ABV
you.
on the
Yeah,
label,
maybe.
so we'll look it up.
It
But in
has
comparison-
alcohol in it.
But in comparison to the earlier Girl Scout cookies, this is a lot less herbier, like ting, because you can still taste like some of the malt, like more
Right.
malt in
It's
this one.
9.8%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say it tasted like it was close to 10.
You get like some licorice. in
There
this.
you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
9.4 ABV. It's really complex, almost so complex that I can't pick out those individual ingredients. If I'm looking for myrrh and I'm looking for saffron, I'm not finding it. Herbaceous, like you said, really kind of strange spice mix. It's hard to put a pinpoint on exactly what I'm tasting.
You know what it
It's interesting.
reminds me of a little bit is Jägermeister.
There you go.
Yeah, like Jaeger and like
Like a Jaeger porter.
yeah, like Dr. Pepper. How it has like all the different
yeah.
flavors.
Yeah, totally, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, it's Jaeger beer. Oh my god.
Oh my god, if Jaeger makes a beer.
Dangerous. Oh my god.
I see what you're saying though. It has that blend.
That kind of like
Yeah.
mix of spices. Yeah.
Yeah.
JJ.
Pretty good.
All right. So, I don't think too many has experienced this sensation, but like sometimes people they want to dance. They want to dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, have you ever had a dance where you got a fever from it and you die?
I can't say
Well,
that.
I don't think any of us have experienced that.
Well, that's probably a good thing because this happened a very long time ago. The dancing plague of 1518 took place, also known as the dance epidemic.
Damn it, I got a mouthful of banana.
So this is different from Boogie Fever 100 years later?
Yeah, it was a little bit different. So, this took place during the Holy Roman Empire. And what happened was the women there and the whole situation in this particular city, it was very depressing. And so, one woman took to the streets. And she decided, I'm going to cheer everyone up by dancing.
She was possessed.
So she was like a stripper.
She kept her clothes on.
How do you know?
She's a witch.
Well, according to documentation.
Can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Sure, brownie boy. Yeah. That's what we were going with, when you had a mouthful.
Please don't sue us.
So,
1 second.
yeah, anyway,
That's fair use. It's not the whole content. You're good.
yeah, exactly. But in any case, so, as she was out there, she went 24 hours. Non-stop dancing, nothing to drink.
So it was like a dance revolution?
Yeah, pretty much.
So she was a witch.
Hey, it seems this way. And then people started joining her from the village. First it was 3
she's
people.
Such a fucking witch.
And then 10 people. Then 50 people.
Mind
What?
control.
Well,
Then-
she managed to.
Then 100 people.
What?
Then 200 people.
What?
You
Yeah.
get a dance. You get a dance. Everybody gets
And
a
eventually,
dance.
it ended up to being about 335 people.
Playing dance.
It was
dance.
about this odd number.
Yeah. No, it was
Sounds like the Pied Piper.
yeah, it was 334.
Oh, no, you were one off.
Yeah,
don't
I was
believe
one
you
off.
anymore.
But anyway, case within a month, more people joined. But by this point, all the people that originally joined, they were becoming ill from dancing, from
Fatigue,
dehydration,
exhaustion,
fatigue.
dehydration.
Yeah, exactly. So the original 334 that joined all died either from heart attacks or whatever the case may be. But it started to catch on within multiple countries, and over the time span of the dance epidemic, over 3,000 people died.
Wow.
Just to cheer up fellow cities.
Just by playing Dance Dance Roman Empire.
Yeah, there was no music involved. There was no musicians. It was just, people were dancing. Like, well, I'm going to do whatever the fuck she's doing.
They took like ecstasy or something back then, or they like, no, take this.
Well,
magic
I don't
potion.
think
They're
they-
like,
Some of the places might have had, like, opium or some shit.
I don't think they would have
Poppy
had that.
fields.
Now, the only thing that I can think of is that's something hallucinogenic, or that's a mental condition.
They
Some
ate,
sort of
they ate some
psychological
mushrooms
condition.
or
Yeah,
something.
probably the
Yeah,
mushrooms.
I mean, I'm not familiar with what drugs are around
Or
in
just-
1518.
Or just whatever disease had the same effects.
But I'm thankful that I'm not bored these days, and that I have Pokemon Go to save me from a dance epidemic.
Well, there might be a Pokemon epidemic where people die of exhaustion fucking chasing after dumbass Pokemon.
Well, I mean, people have already been, hit by cars and getting into car accidents.
You've had StarCraft players who've exhausted themselves to death.
yes.
When will the first Pokemon Go related incident
This
be
week.
reported?
Yeah.
This week.
Didn't somebody like fall off a cliff chasing?
people.
Yeah,
It's an
people
urban
Yeah,
legend.
Or was that fake?
No,
It's all fake.
Yeah, I figured.
yeah.
Somebody's gonna get in a car
they fell off
accident.
a
Or
cliff.
Well, there
but
was
they
a car
survived.
accident. They showed it, and some kid ran into a cop
Real?
cruiser. And then he got out of the car and was like, "Oh my god, you guys are right. I shouldn't be playing this stupid ass game."
Wow.
So it's happened.
So
The first thing you should have done is pled the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The fifth.
to tie in with what you said, we're going to go the morbid route.
Dancing?
Ooh, here we go. Dark beer, dark news.
Yeah.
You hear
So-
it first.
There was a funeral procession in what was the city? In Tecumseh, Ontario.
Bless you.
Yes.
Those crazy Canucks.
And so let me ask you guys, where do you think this funeral procession, I've been drinking, went through? It went through a drive-through.
A Tim Hortons?
You fucking saw my phone,
No,
bitch.
but it's Canada, so of course
Yeah.
it's Tim
It's
Hortons.
Gotta be Tim
Yeah.
Hortons. Or the beer store.
So Rosemary Dibley's funeral wouldn't have been complete without one final stop for tea at Tim Hortons. And evidently, one of her, I guess her kids had worked there over the years. I think one currently worked there, and she went there every day to get a tea. Every single day for years. So they didn't tell the daughter that worked there, and they got all the friends and neighbors to make, put special messages and hearts on her favorite tea, and they handed it out to everyone that drove through the funeral procession and that went through the drive-through.
Sweet and sentimental, but who at Tim Hortons Legal is shitting bricks
see-
because they can't figure out, oh my gosh, what are we going to do about this?
I see what you did there. Sweet tea.
And sentimental.
Sweet tea.
So
was that one brewing up there for a while?
Wait.
How long did that
An
steep
old
for?
bag.
So,
Sorry.
so let me ask you. I don't know about you guys. Everyone, I'm sure, at some point has pictured their demise.
Oh God!
Or how you'd be remembered at your funeral or a wake or something like that. I know for me, I saw the music video by Dropkick Murphys, Going Out in Style. That I've told my family, I've sat them down and I've made them watch that, and I said, so if I predecease you, this it shall be like this. They may not allow kegs of beer, but there shall be bottles of whiskey, and it will be demanded that everyone drink. And if it could have a band, that'd be great. And they looked at me like I was
Especially if it's
fucking
Dropkick
crazy.
Murphy.
And I threatened them. I threatened them with coming back to haunt them if they didn't do it. Because I fucking
And
do
you
that.
would do that. Too.
I would do that if I'm not already going to do it.
You would
You
anyway.
would totally come back. If you could be a fucking ghost, you would fucking haunt everybody.
Yeah.
That
I
or
wouldn't
fucking-
want to haunt everybody.
Oh, yes, you would.
I'd haunt you, motherfucker.
Oh, well, I know
Because
that
you're
shit.
asking for it.
Oh,
Plus, you can slime people.
oh, he's gonna slime everybody.
Yeah, I would just be a dick. Like, oh, I got an interview coming through. Like, nah, no, you don't, motherfucker. Slime.
So if I was a poltergeist, I would just play mean tricks. I would move my wife keys one hook over, just mess with her.
I would do little things. Like I had a coworker, that said something like, "Oh, you better be careful, David, or I'll get you. You better take that back or something." It's like, do you want me to die? Because if you want me to die, I'll come back as a ghost and I'll haunt you. And she had a little book cart there, and I was like, you know what I would do? I would stand here all day, and while you're working on these books, I would just push this one book out slowly, just one inch every 5 minutes, until you realize that the book's almost gonna fall off the cart, and you push it back, and I'm gonna push it right back to the same spot it was. And it's gonna drive you crazy.
That's how Dave usually works. 1 inch every 5 minutes.
Ooh.
It gets the job done. It drives them crazy.
Drives them crazy. They keep coming back for more.
Okay.
By the way, I didn't hear any complaints from your mom.
Oh shit! So it only lasts 15 minutes.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys, like, how would you want your funeral? You want everyone sobbing, or you want everyone partying, or?
No, full-blown party, man.
Live for today, plan for tomorrow, but party your ass off tonight.
Fuck yeah.
I'm opening all those bottles that I was saving. Anything and everything potluck style. Come over, eat it, drink it. It's time to go leave, right? If I'm departing, I'm no Egyptian pharaoh. I'm not bringing it with me. Have at it.
As far as you know.
Exactly.
Even then, I mean,
Yeah, fuck that. Then if that's an option, then you can get a bunch of shit when you're up there. I'm sure there's...
No, you only have what you take with you.
Whatever. I'll take my Xbox.
Think about
Well, you gotta take a TV. You gotta take batteries. You gotta think about that kind of stuff.
Oh,
imagine having
unlimited
eternity
energy in the universe.
You have eternity with your TV and your Xbox. You have all the cables, and then 4 hours into it, your batteries die. You're like, son of a bitch! I should have changed them out.
All right, I'll take a copy of Strokimon.
They never got Google Fiber up in heaven, right?
Oh,
They're still roading it to Atlanta. They're never going to make it down here.
yeah. I wonder why. But no, I would do it similar. Like I've told Dan a bunch of times, if I won the lottery, I would throw a concert.
Yeah.
So I would do some shit where like it would make bands feel bad. Like, all right, well, I guess we'll do this as this dude's fucking last wish and fucking play a festival. JJ's Dead Fest, opposed to JJ's Rich Fest. So all right, so I'll take it. So appease other people.
So celebrate your demise with metal.
Yeah, with death metal.
All right. Death metal makes sense.
Very
Yeah.
ironic. Your death with death metal.
Very good, Jose. That is exactly what I was going for.
Welcome back, Jose.
Is there such a thing as life metal?
Christian rock.
Christian metal. Yeah.
You can stay on the show.
You're allowed back. The other way that I would go is I would build
And live could play.
Oh God.
a huge angry monolith. Something that 1,000 years from now people would look at it and say, that is terrifying. Who the hell built that? And why?
Oh, that'd be great. You could just do a big fucking statue of your cock.
I wasn't
quite thinking along those lines, but
turned myself into like a gargoyle or something.
Right?
Yeah.
I want flames.
Oh,
I want
what's the difference?
A cock gargoyle.
I'm sorry.
No, his would have wings.
It's like a cock gargoyle with like wings. And they're like, I'm pretty sure that's not meant to look like a penis.
You'd have to get really
Like,
close to see it, though.
Yeah.
You'd have to get really close to see it because you couldn't see it from far.
They can't tear it down because
you can't tell if it's a penis after 500 years. What's this, a penis? It looks like
No,
a cock
fuck
and
that.
balls.
Hey, that's why.
Well, I hope they have penises in 500
that
years.
fucking dick is gonna be fucking made out of marble. That shit's gonna stand the test of time until fucking the earth is destroyed.
Well,
my cock will live forever.
Look at the David.
Well, you don't need much marble.
Well,
no, exactly. That'd be a small statue.
look at the David.
Got him.
Awkward silence. He's like, God damn it.
I was the one who said it, dude.
He's like, God damn it. Let's keep going.
Like awkward. I'm just
go with my
myself.
fucking small penis joke. Let's go, Jose. Small penis.
Well, look
I
at
was
the
like,
David.
nope.
It, like, practically went with the marble. Tick, tick, tick. No more dick. Okay.
I like that the sound effect was tick, tick, tick.
How about some old dick?
Or just goes to Pikachu.
Pikachu.
All comes full
Bingachu.
circle back to Pokemon again.
And that's the way it works. It comes back to where we start. And that brings us to what burns your bacon?
Well, what burns my bacon is going to be when you're in an elevator and you're getting to the floor where you want to get off, but before you can walk out, somebody else already is starting to walk in.
Oh, fuck them.
That simple little act drives me crazy. Because it's just, it's...
I'm trying to get off an enclosed box.
No, and it's like, look, I'm trying to give you
enclosed
space.
boxes.
I'm trying to get out of here and give you room to, travel to your destination. And you're gonna fucking trap me in here and make me waste an extra, 15 seconds. I'm trying to get out of here.
You go to hell.
You go to hell and you die!
I mean, I only have a limited amount of time to do this. You need to get out of my way.
What are you
Let me
trying to
exit.
do?
He's got
In that
to start
limited amount
playing
of
his
time.
gargoyle statue.
Just to get out of work.
What are you trying to get out of work for?
Masturbate.
And to get back. So
Time
quickly.
to masturbate.
Hey, that sculptor needs to get a lot of time, sculpting that thing.
No, usually just go out to get some air. Stuff like that. But, I mean...
Got a beer?
I swear I saw air quotes around that.
Yeah. It may or may not be the cleanest type of air. But,
Could be a little smoky.
it could be. There might be some pollution. But, dude, I'm trying to get out of here.
What's
Why
your
are you
EPA
coming
grade?
in to get, in my way? What's that? What'd you
It's
say?
just etiquette,
Yeah, I feel
It's
you.
the
etiquette.
person people get off before you get on.
Yeah, I know. There's so many people that are just...
Well,
Either
like Snoop Dogg
oblivion-
said, you got to get yours before you got to get mine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, what you could always do is you could just,
Everything is fine.
spot check them and just go, boom,
Well, it's usually that older female
oh.
that's just not that old. Like,
All right,
Now
now,
it feels-
now you're attacking
now-
grandmas. Nobody's going to be afraid after this
now
one.
it feels bad.
Or like, well, not that old, just older than me.
Here's what you do, Dan. Just like before the doors of the elevator open, you stand like right up against them, and so when they open, you can just get out before.
Or you could
Take out
just
your dick.
or you could just breathe the clean air that's inside your office.
Damn.
That's boring, though.
Okay. Well.
There's only the
Yeah.
Bat Peak.
What burns your bacon, JJ?
All right, what burns my bacon is when a concert comes to town and the band that you really want to see, you've been waiting years for them to come here, and they're like the middle of the bill, and they're just completely surrounded by shit acts that you just do not want to see.
Please tell an example.
Yeah, they've got a metal show coming here where it's a couple really good hardcore metal bands. Bone of Osiris is going to be on there after the Barrel, and then they're sandwiched in between sandwiched in between
Kinky.
some Hot Topic bands.
Uh-huh.
So no
this is
me gusta.
This is a blessing in disguise, because what this means is you have the perfect opportunity to get loaded before you see your act, right? You step out, your girlfriend continues to watch the crappy act, you go over, you get a couple beers, you come back, and then your act is on. Silver lining.
Silver. Gonna say that.
And then
Not everything has to be dark and metal.
and then you
like
can
that.
dip out of the show before the end, and you beat the traffic.
Yes, indeed.
Oh wow! Wow, you guys are very positive today. I like it. The power of positivity. POP.
We brought it back from the dark woods.
Yes,
Brought back
indeed.
from the dark woods. I like it. All right.
And now it feels like I'm
Life
drinking...
metal, JJ.
Life metal. It's all about life and positive.
So is that,
I've
is that,
seen my ways.
is that like Christian power metal, basically?
I guess.
Yeah.
So before we go any further, we're actually on our final beer of the night.
Yep, indeed we are. We are having a little bit of some breakfast right now. So in the past, we have had some other beers on this show from Funky Buddha. We have had Maple Bacon Coffee Porter, and we have had Wide Awake It's Morning. This is the barrel-aged version of Wide Awake, which is the imperial version of Maple Bacon. This is called Morning Wood. All right, Morning Wood is awesome. And, I deal
Also-
with it on
also
a
the
daily
beer.
basis. It's also a good beer. This is the imperial version of Maple Bacon Coffee
Thanks for that,
Porter.
butthead.
Maple Bacon Coffee Porter is probably the one of the biggest beers that Funky Buddha makes. This is the imperial version of that, aged in bourbon barrels. So it's a really smooth, sweet, just really cool flavor that you get out of this. And
Maple bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To me, because I just had this, went up to Funky Boo when I was picking up Tony from his Europe adventures. And on tap in between the bottles, since I'm having them so close together, on tap you get a little bit more smoky, opposed to, this is straight maple.
yeah.
Which was kind of like they had the maple bacon, the regular one there as well, and that's what this kind of tastes like, but this is a little bit more heavy. So it's really interesting. It's interesting. Like, how long have you had that bottle?
I don't know, since the release
Yeah,
a few
since
months
the
ago?
release, yeah.
Okay,
Not that long, a few months.
yeah, because they say to drink all these dark ones fresh from them. But yeah, it's really good.
Tastes
Really
amazing.
good, dude.
Yeah.
What compare it to?
Out of this similar style, I mean, the only thing that's comparable is was it Toppling Goliath, the Morning Delight?
Yes.
Yes.
The Wakefield one that just came out, which is the brunch on this.
Yeah.
That's very similar to this. But I mean, they're top three.
Yeah, brunch
Bar-
on this had like the Kopi Luwak.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a little bit more coffee heavy. So this is more
This is
maple
more
syrup.
maple,
Yeah,
that's
this
more
this
coffee.
is like if you love drowning your pancakes in syrup and taking a big fucking bite of it.
And
it's
who
like-
doesn't?
Right? Exactly.
Well, you watched me during Hanapu, remember?
Oh.
I said that pancakes are just a conduit for your syrup.
Yeah, you were ridiculous though. But it was amazing. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite beers.
Like
This is amazing.
like a pig, greased in maple, having sex with a bag of coffee.
Ooh.
Yes! I will gladly accept that from your pink microphone, which is pink like a pig. But, since you talked me on my last Burns My Bacon, my Burns My Bacon is when I went back for a second glass of Morning Wood, and they were like, it's out.
Well, you can only really deal with Morning Wood once. Once you let
Speak
it
for yourself, Captain Stamina.
Wait.
You've entered the dark woods.
Oh,
You
shit.
either can do A, go back to your safe point.
When you found that $5 that started
It's
it
like
all.
a cock push-up. One is all you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 2, you just go back to sleep and then you...
No, but
back
that
again.
does suck when you go up to, like, if there's a beer festival and they have the list, and
And
as
you
soon as
have
you
a big
walk up
boner.
and they're like, it just kicked. That
Give me the
burns
foam.
my
Give me anything, whatever you got.
bacon.
I mean, it happens all the time.
No, but that they had it, people realize that they have it, and then they put it up on the list for everybody to know, and then they're like, oh, wait, it's gone.
They kept it up the whole night, by the way, the Morning Wood. By the time I was there, they were just like, whatever, we'll just tell people.
There's a sex joke somewhere in
But
there.
was that the night...
Keep it up all night.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
JJ, was that the night that they had all the ridiculous stuff, like, just
Yeah,
randomly? Like,
yeah, it wasn't a
I know,
special event.
Was it Sunday, or...?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah,
Oh.
they had Clockwork Orange, they had Kona Snowed In, Last Snow, Maple Bacon, everything.
See, for me, what burns my bacon is similar to yours. Yeah, I know you kind of went off topic there for a little bit. Is
Well, it's
when
not
you
his
go
fault.
see a band and you're like, I don't care about these guys. I know I've said something similar to this before, but it's like,
Oh, like the opening act, and you're like, I don't care,
Yeah.
fuck it, we'll skip
I don't
them.
care about this shit. I just want to see the main act. And then, you find out later, like, fuck, that opening act was pretty fucking sick. Holy shit, I fucked up by missing these guys. Man, I shouldn't have got so fucking drunk at Hofbrauhaus House.
So tell me, what might you be referring to?
Dirty Heads
Yes.
They were really good,
or
by the
Frank Turner,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I mean,
Dirty
I
Heads are awesome.
I think
Yeah.
every show I've ever gone to, just about like I regret not paying
seeing the
attention.
opener.
Yeah,
Frank Turner, well, that was before Dropkick.
went to go see, what was it, the one with Snoop Dogg, Korn, and Limp Bizkit.
And Less Than Jake played.
The Used opened.
The
for them
Used
before
played.
they fucking blew up.
Yeah.
They were like they were like the opening act, and I was like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
I'll never hear you guys again.
Yeah.
I was going through my pictures, and I was like, holy shit! Like, when is their album?
Yeah.
I was like,
man.
wait, that was them? I saw
Yeah.
them before they blew up.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It was like the Used, Less Than Jake.
It was a perfect time to go drinking.
Snoop, like Korn, Linkin Park, a retarded lineup. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Tony saw Disturbed open up for Danzig, 6 Feet Under, and Hatebreed.
It's awesome.
And they were just like...
Hatebreed was the second band on that bill.
and Hatebreed was the second band on the bill, but everyone's like, who's Disturbed?
Wow.
And
Wow.
So that
Exactly.
that burns my
They
bacon.
we were the only two people there for that.
They're fucking
Again,
humongous now. Yeah.
I say that burns my bacon.
Yeah.
What burns your bacon?
Burns my bacon is when people try to interrupt you between you and your meal.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Like when they're like, oh, I'm trying to, like, you can go
So
eat.
they like just jump in like that?
Yeah, you can go eat. But first I have you to do these 5 tasks. No!
Wait, but what are the tasks?
Are you talking about like you're not talking about your wife?
Sometimes, and then I just like give her the hissy ground, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, I can."
The what?
Or at work,
The what?
Or it's like
The Pissy Growler?
The sissy growl?
You give her the what?
the pissy growl.
Oh,
like,
pissy growl.
like no.
Oh God!
like,
Wait, what does it sound like?
jump on your face, try to eat your face.
It's the honey
Jump
badger.
on your face while me in your face. That's amazing.
So it's like a face hugger, like from
In the
Aliens.
Aliens movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or at work where you're like, oh, you're trying to eat your breakfast, and they're like, oh, the systems are down. We want you to take care of this. No, I'm fucking eating my breakfast right now. I have to have breakfast.
I haven't clocked in yet. Go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
Thanks, Wilbur.
Where's my colada?
Yeah.
But yeah, just like being fucking interrupted from a meal when you're hungry.
I agree.
Yeah, that sucks.
TSA security lines.
Okay.
That's what's going to burn my bacon every single
Yeah.
time. But
That's
it's
a
not the
very good
TSA
one.
security line itself. It's the dude that
The rubber
walked to
gloves.
No, wait, I'm getting there. Don't break it. You're going to kill it. You get to the front of the line. The guys had 15 minutes to prepare. And he decides that as he is at the front of the line, he needs to put his car keys away. He gets his wallet out and puts it in his bag. He's untying his shoes in the pre-check line, which he doesn't have to do. Those guys that are acting like it's the first time that they've ever flown drive me absolutely friggin' bonkers in the TSA security
Wait, you
line.
have TSA pre-check?
Oh, yeah.
And you're complaining about the lines?
Those guys still don't act like they've ever flown before. And it's like, hey, you paid $100. You went in for an interview. They did a background check, and you can't untie your shoes before you get to the front of the line? What's wrong with you?
And you don't even need to take your shoes off when you have TSA.
No, you don't. Yeah.
If you're wearing cowboy boots.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've got suspension bridges and a whole bunch of pins that go up in there. So this guy acts like he's never flown before. He's in Dallas. He knows that he needs to take his boots off at the security line. The guy's not an idiot. But instead, again, he waits to the very last minute just to drive everybody else behind him absolutely up the wall.
That would burn my bacon.
That burns my bacon.
Tony.
I was going to say Pokemon Go.
You're going to get a lot of backlash from this crowd.
No, you still could.
Yeah.
Go for
It's
it.
a free country. You could say whatever you
Sit
want.
back.
Yeah, so we were in Europe, and, we had, intermittent Wi-Fi. But that, it got to this one point where I started checking my Facebook feed, and it's all Pokemon Go. I'm like, what the fuck has happened in America?
It's been infected.
People are enjoying themselves. That's what.
Yeah. Right. On one hand, we have
Don't talk politics. Shh. Don't talk anything else. Pokemon Go. Quiet. Everything's okay.
Yes.
Look, it's a Pikachu on your head.
No one's really dying.
And
Yep.
I don't have a problem with people playing it. It's fine. That's what you want to do. What I have a problem with is the constant stream on social media about it. Like, everyone's got to post, oh, I went to this place and I caught a fucking fart knocker or whatever. Fucking bird head.
I feel that I haven't posted anything, but I may now.
I know. And
For you, Tony.
I'm going to rename
and then
my
all the-
number one Pokemon a fart knocker now.
and then all the podcasts have to mention Pokemon Go.
And so, all the, breweries and businesses I follow are like, oh, well, we have to cater to this now. Hey, it's Pokemon night at the brewery. Hey, we have a Pokemon bar crawl. Come to the brewery, catch your Pokemon. And I'm like,
It's not a bad idea, man. It's
no, it
marketing.
makes sense for the business to do it.
Have you
because
played
everyone-
Pokemon?
No, I'm not playing that crap.
Oh.
Who cares? Let me run to all the places so I can get
No,
into
no,
my
no, not
imaginary
the original
fucking deck. No.
Can you name us
Okay.
some more Pokemon?
That was the best part of your It burns my bacon.
Tongue licker.
Suck you dry!
I know Squirtle.
I thought I was.
I know there's the fucking double bird head flamingo shitty one that I keep seeing. Double bird head flamingo shitty one.
Duo.
Pingachu.
Pikachu.
I was going to say Nintendo's got to hire you ASAP.
Yeah, can that be my job to come up with Pokemon names? I don't know. Fart crack. I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about.
So let me ask you guys, what was your favorite beer of the night?
Morningwood.
Morningwood.
I got wood for Morningwood.
Morningwood, hands down.
Yeah.
Dan?
White Oak High
Oh,
Line.
Morningwood by far, bro.
Yeah, it's unanimous.
Okay, as always, remember,
Unanimous.
send all your questions, comments, shout-outs, selfies, nudies.
Cease and desist letters.
Pokemon Go captures.
Yeah. To everything on our Facebook, facebook.com/BeerBrosBS, Twitter and Instagram @BeerBrosBS. Be our friend on Untapped. Beer Bros BS. Dan sending pictures back and forth.
I just renamed my number one CP Pokemon to Fart Knocker.
Remember, you can always email us, beerbrosbs@gmail.com. You can find everything on our website, beerbrosbs.com. So always listen and follow the show on SoundCloud, iTunes, and
Podcast Addict.
as always, I'm Dave. Good night. I'm Dave the Big Librarian.
JJ, the Metal Chef.
I'm Tony.
Jose.
Mike, the new guy.
Hey, and I'm Dan. Cheers.
All right, good night, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Just be careful with the table. It's also glass.